Hello everyone, Zinthire again. We are not playing Fatal Frame, we are playing Shadowrun Returns. Let me just do a real quick update of that. I had did it, but apparently when the stream decided it wanted to die, it cancelled all my changes. So I'll just go through and fix those up real quick. Hope everyone's doing okay. I actually had my computer die on me this week, which was not the best. Not sure what the actual problem was. It just seems like the whole thing decided it wanted to degrade and die after a bit of time, so that'll happen. Oh well, can't win them all, I guess. Hope it's been a good week for everyone. I know mine was pretty decent. A lot of work, but you know, let's just do the fun things. My apologies, we'll get sorted real quick. There we go. Alrighty then. Bring We Are Soul back over here. I think we'll be about ready to kick off. So last time, from what I remember at least, we had just rescued one of the characters' brothers from the Beatles, and then they basically decided that they'd rather die than live in the real world. We get back here and we get a lecturing. Then we went and found the ghost of someone who witnessed the murder. We were trying to find them. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey Zinthar, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Jerry. No charge, Chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful, and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Miss Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's clearing out the back bar. Mr. Delilah's is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett, big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz, connected. You might want to meet him. That guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. Don't trust that Universal Brotherhood, that's for sure. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. Van Grass. I'm very busy. You show me something worthy of my time or you walk away. Data from the NTSB, Renraku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I've got 800 yuan for something like that. I wish I had that etiquette Shadowrunner. Deal. It's done. Did I speak to Bartlett? I don't think I did. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? A little of this, a little of that. I hear that, Omai. I might have something for you. Got the Nuyen. Time is money, I'm listening. You ever hear of Nephilim Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. That's a cool story. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Ms. Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Name's Zinthar. I used to work with your brother Sam. I should have guessed. How's that? You look like the type. Seedy. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And night vision goggles. That's a fair assessment. She seems to instantly regret it, saying, I'm sorry, look, I just want to understand what's going on here. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes, he was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward, then gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's shock, but given the circle he ran with, Sam hadn't run the shadows in years. If you say, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. Oh, well, alright, we're being rude today, are we? She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. Not with the police, are you? No. No, it's just that I don't want anyone else getting hurt on account of my brother. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I am a professional. Well, you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. With this kind of payday, few things I'd rather be doing. He seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up that money. Who is it? Sam, he hired me from beyond the grave. I don't understand. It's called a dead man switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Zinthar. You seem like a decent person. Doubt. But I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam, you know. I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Sam's paying 100,000. Can you beat it? But just like everything else with Sam, he finds a way to use people, whether he's alive or dead. No, I don't have that kind of money. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you're honoring my brother's memory in your way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Oh, thank you, Kai. Yes, it's good to be back. As I was saying earlier, my computer decided it wanted to die, and then I had to work a lot. And now I'm finally able to find some time. I'll start streaming a bit more regularly, hopefully. Oh, Jesus, so many questions. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Yes, currently I'm using my laptop, but I've got all the old equipment hooked up to it. Not the worst laptop in the world, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it took a dump, Toilet Obliterator. When was the last time you saw or spoke with Sam? It's been ages, I can't even remember. Bartender here recalls Sam complaining about the arguments with his sister. I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled on the past when he was in his cups. We certainly argued enough when we were younger. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Why do you people always assume that I'm trying to pin the murder on you? I clearly have other ulterior motives. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. Everyone says that. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You do sound sad. No, you don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. Just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. Can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. It took a toilet obliterator sized dump, and something severe has burnt out on it, so I need to figure it out. I mean, I just want to know where they were. I have to rule them out as a suspect. It's not like I'm going, oh, so were you able to kill him? It's just, were you in the same room when he died? It's not accusatory, it's just, I'm going to ask you if you killed him, basically. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then, after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives. But after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Yeah, I'm working on it. I might just buy a whole new PC, but I'm probably just going to replace it piece by piece. I suppose that's true, Kai. I'm just not sitting there going, hey, why'd you kill him? Same basic thing. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house, he truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he'd spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Please do. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming and refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died, in fact. I don't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved here, back here? Cal-free. What brought you down there? Less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. Yeah, I've seen those 4090s. They look like they need to be hooked up to the power grid with 3-phase power to run properly. Actually, yes, while I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral's tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament at 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Zinthar. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. This is Shadowrun Toilet Obliterator. It's basically if Cyberpunk and D&D 3.5 had a baby and it was transported to the future. So you've got all the standard tropes of D&D mixed with cyberpunk setting, essentially. And Kai would definitely probably go with one that has like a bottom mount so that it would just be sticking straight up. I think I ruined a couple of missions there, but it's all in good fun. Mr. Delilah. A fixer of some sort, I'm sure. You're talking to me, there's business to transact, am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. It's always business with me. I appreciate this about you. Street talk is that you're a dangerous individual. What can I do for you, dangerous individual? I need a crew. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2020. Or Cyberpunk Red. I don't care, I like Cyberpunk Red, though. You got scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? How much is this going to cost me? Well, for your speed, I'd help run you about 1,200 Nuyen ahead. You start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced the runner, the higher the rates. How much do I have on me? I have 6,283 Nuyen. It's not bad. I can pay them up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requests. Yeah, I've got some stuff to take care of first. Glad to see you well, Zinthar. You too, Mr. Clue. What's the state of the troops? Combat ready, perhaps more so than usual. Engines are up. Word got around that the last Ripper killing and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they huddle up. Yep. Thank you, Tufted Titmouse. I will take that water break. Yes, I will drink the water. Mm-hmm. You noticed how empty the streets are these days. That's because everyone's either locked down in their squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge at the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers. I got it covered. I'll bet you do. See you later, Mr. Cool. See you later. Coyote is wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. Keeps her eyes on her work. Hey. Okay. Yep, fine. Listen, Zinthar, I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead. I'm alive. And that's all there is to it. It's the Barons, right? Nothing more to do or say. I'm going to be looking for work. Your kind of work. Though if something comes up, keep me in mind. Well, she's decent, and she has a shotgun, so that works. Okay, I gotta do this now. The afternoon checklist isn't gonna finish itself. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see him. Oh, she's coming with us. Where's my bargain basements? Orc Shaman, Troll Samurais. Ooh, a Troll Rigger. That could be useful. Comes with an axe, fancy outfit, couple of repairs, and a drone. Sure. I'll take the Troll Rigger. Yeah, Morgan Blackhand apparently has shown up for this as well. Talkie Cyberdeck is my build at the moment. Karnor. Shiny Bit. A Troll Decker. That doesn't work. Trolls are meant to be dumb as hell. $12.50 for a... Bills. We have a shaman already, actually, so we're pretty good with that. But I might take another samurai. Sounds like a good idea. There we go. Total cost of 2,500. Machete, Black Scorpion machine pistol, basically. No cyberware. Grenades and a medkit. What about you, Shannon Halfsky? You've got some fetishes, pistols, drone, pistols. Yeah, okay. We should be good with this, I hope. Samurai, a rigger, and a shaman. Alright, let's go. Let's confirm. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the heart's spirit in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be a merry Indian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shannon seems to have a particular connection in the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Posture check. Yep, hunched over. Thank you, Kai. I will sort that. And a nice stretch. Stretched out. Posture is checked. Still hunched over, but I'll live with it. Let's go. Got the Renraku craft work. I assume everyone's got slightly better armor anyway. I want to take that. Got the drugs. I assume that I have the programs loaded. I can't really tell. I actually have a decent enough desk, but this chair is probably a little bit old. Ugh. Need to get something slightly better. And my monitor setup isn't great. Oh, well, thank you, Toilet Obliterator. Gargoyle in training. I'll let you know when I turn to stone. How much karma do I have? Oh, I got 13 karma. I really should upgrade. Do an increase to decking. Increase to charisma. Yeah, that should be fine. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Well, it was for Lone Star. They're all dead. Hope you're a better shot than they are. They're Lone Star, glorified rent-a-cops. And I do mean capital glorified. Could search around for a place to infiltrate. I don't think I'm gonna find one though. Pretty sure from my first bit of reconnaissance we figured out that, yeah, it's straight through the front gate or nothing. Alright, let's do this. You there, this block is off limits. We've got a gas leak on the docks here. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Man, I could have had an extra etiquette to deal with this, but eh. I'm not here for you, just let me through. Look, guy, I didn't want to have to do this. What, die like a dog? Oh, good. Just burn all your points. I'm cool with that. Alrighty, half sky, get behind the lamppost. Shoot him in the head. Thank you. You brought a scrawny guard to an ogre fight. Do you see where you went wrong? Alrighty. I knew this was gonna happen. We'll just have to whittle down their numbers. Miss. Double miss. Why did I bring you again? Ah, good. We got a warehouse key from that. What else have you got? I'll take care of that one. We'll get her up here to beat this guy up. Still in cover. We'll get you to move to the barrels. 27% out of line of sight. No, that's a shaman, is it? That's fine. I still got 90% chance to hit there. That's quite easy. What else have you got? Just the one attack? Alright. As soon as the last merc hits the ground, the docks become eerily silent. Hello, Sasquatch. Good to see you too. Not doing too bad. We've just murderated all of these unfortunate gangers here. Well, shadow runners. The problem with running the shadows, if you don't pay attention, you get dead. Actually came out of that fairly well. Don't know how many others there are though. Got an extra 5 karma, which I'm going to invest into ranged combat. Alright, let's go in here. Continue, confirm. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon, her eyes of that far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the new world. They got it. The Salish Side Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes: Salish, Makah. I do not know how to pronounce that. I'll give it a shot. Sensiak and others. They've adapted to the awakening better than other nations. Thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual, you can see that connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just need to find them. So hard to see anything. I'll put her over here. Does it have any skills? Well, it gets an aimed shot. She can go take off cover. And this elf samurai, just shoot her. Thank you. We need to get rid of these guys before we can summon the spirit. Really, I would have absolutely never guessed. My turn. We'll take up this guy. Hmm. $55, $79, he's out in the open. There's an 8 up there, but I think we'll just have you heal. Do you have any grenades you can throw? Sure do. She missed. Still worked. Dang it, drone. One down. I love it when my enemies just walk right up to me. Get her to charge. And you can take a punch. You are the worst samurai I've ever seen. Ooh. Oh, who the hell is left? That's unfortunate. Send in the drones. Not the drone. I have no line of sight on them. Seriously, why are you even here? Ooh. Shotgun hurt. Boom. Oh, there's still more of them? My god. Okay, looks like that room is clear. Okay, they're all in this room here. Right, let's go. Good music, though. Yes, it's fair. I did hire her. She is cheap. Everyone does need experience, I guess. She's quick. I'll give her that. I'll send the droids. Hopefully there's only one more left. Nope, two. 3. 2. Yes, I could use a little bit of extra firepower. Missed again. Ooh, 24 damage, nice. Stop shooting me. I think they figured out that I'm the real threat here. Ugh, I'm such a weak little man. Let's get you stacked up over here. Well, yes, Thermite does a very nice job of destroying computers. Does a very nice job of destroying anything, really. Oh, loot. Ah, the pay data the runners are after. Got the Ares flight recorder. Got any more money for me? Or is that it? Nope, looks like that was it. Ah, the spirits. Forgotten souls. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapors of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned, and their lips quiver as if they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now, unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke, as well as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us. We will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish to the spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh, Seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for witness as he died, and so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. This spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. I mean, necromancers are kind of rare here, so shamans will do. When the other had gone, we returned to our vigil. We found 2 creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos. Yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place where the man died. Something has been left behind, a small part of him perhaps. Through us you shall bear witness and hear the words of the elf and troll. Prepare yourself. Uh-oh. Your stomach lurches as the spirit passes into you, a heavy presence settling somewhere in the deep within your soul. You simultaneously feel like driver and passenger as time folds in on itself, and you experience the moment after the murder that took place here the night before. You don't so much as see the elf and the troll as feel them. Meticulous elf. Oh, it's this dude we met before who ran away from us. You idiot, there's no need to anesthetize him. He's already dead. Sorry, Doctor. I usually put them out before you go to work on them at the hospital. Did this one volunteer too? He lets out a giggle. Yes, they all volunteer. Just like I volunteered for this bit of butchery. Evening, Big Zizi. Our presence grows weary. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirit begins to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden, and it takes a full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. You all right? He takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be, once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find that piece of the elf spirit that spoke of. The best hope of stopping this. Well, I think we have enough to go on. We have knowledge that he works at a hospital. We know the troll is an idiot, probably an unwilling accomplice. We shall find out more of what has happened here. DNA evidence. And I gained 8 karma. She scowls. Oh, sorry, blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Is that enough to target a spell? All I need is a drop and adequate time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes, for my brother. I'll see what I can do. as always, everything with me is money. If you can pay, good. If you can't, shame. When you return to the Seamstresses' Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. Liminal spaces, basically. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. That should be easy. I have a coroner friend. And a dude I bribed. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. Hey, I just swept there. Not my problem, buddy. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Miss Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast. The lady herself is doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the room. What's in these sausages? Ohio, would you like some? She stops. Forgive me. Oh my, but you look like hell. Long night. She looks you over. Noting the signs of your nocturnal activities, she nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. Helps when the other team doesn't walk away. No one to follow you. I can tell you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face there is something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Could be. I won't know until I get something analyzed. I understand. I'll unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. Someone down there should be able to help you if they are awake. It's likely that you'll visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Take the whole plate. Acquired sausages. Didn't offer me any bread, though. We've been doing a lot of letter work on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix, the cybernetic analog of the inside of the grid, the worldwide computer network. A digital world, information brought to life inside cyberspace. Your avatar does all the work while your meat body is left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data, ICE, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world, and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black ice that can fry a Decker's brain. Every moment you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful. Get dump shocked out of it and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker, you can die. Posture check and another stretch. Thank you, Kai. Always good. I'll throw a free water bag in there because I can. Nope, it's all good. I appreciate it. I just got to look over and see them. Sometimes it's hard without a co-host. And on one monitor. Well, Van Grass is awake. I was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. wouldn't happen to know an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. I'm gonna give him the old rust bucket spiel. 2,500, no lowballers, I know what I have. Pleasure doing business. Morning, you look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Where's Dark Castle? Asleep, I assume. Do you need a medkit or something? I need someone to analyze a DNA sample. Yeah, I'd be pissed if someone was like, I've woken you up. Why did you bother me? No reason? Well, I'm gonna kill you now. Dark Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. I could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. That is the most techno-babble load of crap I've ever heard. A semiconductor chip. So any electrical chip. What are you even describing there? Using a voltage change? You could have come up with something slightly better, buddy. Come on. He brightens. I just read a journal about it, so the information's fresh. Frankly, it should be evil. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can do is get you the gene code. That's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via a matrix run. Yeah, really, I could have just put it on a hot plate then. I don't need a semiconductor, a non-specific semiconductive material to decode DNA somehow. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. Give Fry the blood sample. When David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No, Drac? Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And Zinthar, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second win. Meet you at my rig, Zin. What do we got? Actually, I could. Well, I need extra decking though. Alright, cool. Ooh, killer level 2 is actually pretty good. I'll take that too. And a shield. Cool, alright, we're done here. suppose I could try to buy that extra decking so I can get the best deck as well. Yeah, I need one more. Yeah, that should do me. Now I have to go buy that fancy cyber deck. Like, yeah, there's technobabble and then there's plausible technobabble. Like, you know what you're talking about, but you throw some fancy words in, like quantum deliminate the steel off the side of a ship. Something like that. I don't know. I'm making it up on the spot, but with riders, you should be able to do something else. You, give me the fancy one. Did I not just buy that? Let's see here. Okay, cool. I think that's everything I need. Go talk to Johnny Clean. Alright, we're gonna read it. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique here. He read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Yes, maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research, but let's stay focused. See, Big ZZ? That makes sense. It's stupid, but it makes sense. I can follow that. It's like you said, oh, he's just going to break it down to ones and zeros, that he's then going to take it into the Matrix. That is a reasonable explanation. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have an extensive DNA archives, then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get you into their private grid easily. But I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience do you have? I'm pretty good. Great, I'll come with you just in case any ice decides to crash our party. Okay, we'll take Killer, we'll take Shield, Execute, Execute, take a Shield, actually no, we'll take a Killer level 1, Medic, and Suppression. That should be pretty good. I might take a shield level 1 as well. Yeah. Cool. Confirm. The The excruciating ecstasy of jacking your neural network into the digital world washes over you, grips you, crushes you into a singularity, and expands you infinitely. You are one with the data stream. Welcome to the Matrix. Wow, he sucks compared to me. We're in. Yeah, I agree. Toilet obliterator. Yeah, let's go. This arch will take us to the next node. Okay, well, how do I use it? There we go. Data is ahead, defended by intrusion methods. Oh, I'll bet it is. What about you? What have you got? He's got an attacker ESP too. Ice is down. Let's see if there's anything on the fingerprints. DNA match located. 100% match. Arrest records database. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Status, deceased. Chop shop surgical assistant. Priors, breaking and entering 2 count. Public indecency 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. "100% match to a dead man? Let's keep looking." Okay. Let's go somewhere else next. We'll go through here. This was possibly a mistake. Go, my attack programs. That's not what I wanted to do. You gave plenty of other targets to hit, so probably won't hit me now. Get him again. Usenet archive. Usenet, one return on subject, Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop-sotch surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide, according to reports. His body, a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. Okay, I like that. That's good. That makes sense. That's good, reasonable jargon. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common in here in the sprawl. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup in meat space for a bit. Yeah, Black Ice doesn't look that bad, to be honest. There we go. They've got 2 more hits on the name Silas Forsberg. So here's what we know. How DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he's left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist is will give us our next clues. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's record and reverse trace to find his doctor. You in? Punch it, man. Okay, what do we got? Killer, medic, shield, suppression, my 2 execute attackers, and a killer level 1. Confirm. Searching medical records, Silas Forsberg. Medical records file for Forsberg located. 2020 to 2030. Pediatric record partial. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology, we're seeing there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Nope. 2030 to 2040. Data missing or corrupted. Contact your administrator for help. 2040 to present. File is quite large and takes well over an hour to read, though the final entry is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimic speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason and the health of the patient, I'm assigning another doctor to this case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going and find out where he works. I really should let my attacker ISPs go first. That's why I summoned them. Oof. Suppose I should cast shield. I saw that coming. I can do several. Let's see how that goes. Come on, let's get him. Got it. What have you got? Another killer level 1. We can give it a shot. Okay, let's hack the Matrix. And posture check. And a stretch. Thank you very much, Kai. Check. Employment records located. Henry Hollings, Holmes, MD, PhD. Check current employment status. Dr. Henry Holm currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Check previous employers. Previous employers 2045 to 2054. Psychiatrist in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS 2040-2045. Attending psychiatrist, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington, UCAS 2030 to 2040. A private practice. Bingo. Back to meat space again. Can I unsummon these? And away I go. We should ask one day. See what that exchange rate is. Reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one, while the philosophical question lingers with your meat body. Demands food and drink. Disconnect from your deck to find the Union safe house. Something, 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 something. Despite the hour, Buster is fastidiously put together in another wrinkle-free suit. He shows every indication that he's been up for hours, sunk to his elbows in dozen crates, each containing objects of sinister matte, black hidden beneath curls of straw-colored packing foam. The foam flies about as he inventories the shipment, clinging to every surface except for Buster's immaculate suit. Let's see what you got. What sort of gun do I have at the moment? Got a Beretta Model 70, which does 10 damage, 6 damage, and cap 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of the fancy guns. I think I've earned a fancy gun. Yeah, I know. I'm able to repel packing peanuts. What is this guy, a wizard? Do you have any other fancy guns? In terms of, let's go to weapons. .24 rounds, but it has the best damage. Well, I suppose I get to keep them both. Don't know why, but I did. Let's see about some karma. Do a little bit more of these. It's better. Alright, let's talk to these two gents about this thing. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that the case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here? Twin brother, or he faked his death? I'm going with twin brother. A bit out there as far as theories go. I guess we can't rule it out just yet. Do you see anything in the autopsy that report that could fill in some more detail? Face was so mangled they had to use dental records identifying him. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. But why would you need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? Had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. Wouldn't look good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is the beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes' employment records have him as administrator at Mercy Mental. That picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. Same person his DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being a killer, whoever he really is. Should find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded you a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix model nodes. Here's your cut. Oh, well, thank you, JS Chip, for following. I'll see you later. Now, I've only got 6,700 this time. But I like only Ruth. She's a bit more expensive now, though. Hey, Shannon Halfsky's free. There's that useless... Oh, well, fortunately the female elf doesn't appear to be around anymore. Or is that her? She picked up a sword. Okay, sure. I guess we're going after Dr. Holmes. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You would expect someone to actually have, like, a thought-out plan. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes. You've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snowmish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. See, I wish they had have shown the drive, and then you could talk to the runners you've hired, and you could have a little bit of banter with them and develop the characters, so I would care if any of them got shot in the head later. But I guess that's just not how they do things sometimes. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded. Oh, excuse me. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam SWAT's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Okay. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Hospital? I'm here to visit a patient. Which patient would that be? Dunkelzahn. Sir, this is a medical facility. If you're here to make jokes at our expense, I'll have to ask you to leave here. I'm sorry. I'm here to see Home. Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Please stay within the cafeteria. It's an automated medication dispensary. It doesn't recognize you, so nothing happens. Hello, Lorraine. Hey, guy, have you seen Josie? Maybe I have. Wait, you saw him? No, wait. I've never seen you. You can't have seen Josie. You aren't a doctor either. Oh, I just feel really lost without him. Josie always helped me out. Josie sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Well, he's big and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. He says he won it playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl years back. Urban Brawl, huh? That's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went a whole season without any injuries. He was out usually playing Outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the guard. So they keep a close eye on us. You could have taken a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might be in a cool-off room. They won't tell me. I'll see if I can find something. What's in it for me, though? Well, you can keep the key. Oh, I got one other thing. The guards keep some supplies in the bathroom lockers. I bet you could find some nice stuff there. Clock stopped, probably displaying the time from 40 years ago. Still right half a day, though. Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm doing a health and safety check at the corporate office. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. And who are you? Name's Donny. That's my name. Donny. D-O-N-N-Y. Yeah, I didn't recognize you. Everybody in this place, everybody on the first 2 floors. Anyone I should look out for, Donny? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are lined up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. Looking for Dr. Holmes. I don't really think you want that. Not really. Sounds creepy, son. Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life's much easier. Much easier. Urban Brawl is great. Don't know what you're on about. Indeed. I should go. So I've got an infirmary key. I've just got to find the infirmary. Y'all didn't see shit. Oh no. The stench of blood and mold gets stronger as you move closer into the infirmary. Patient information for Josiah C. Dawson is open on the Cyber terminal. Name, Josiah C. Dawson. Date of birth, 18th of the 7th, 2015. Height 2 meters. Weight 95 kilos. Occupation retired. Allergies none. Medication alprazolam and robaxetine. Reason for stay, post-traumatic stress disorder. Patient had undocumented cyberware in left arm as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arrive if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects as well as fulfill some custom quests. A severed arm lies next to the zip-bagged body. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner probably the occupant of the bag. Take the ring. Slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight. In your hand. Inside is an engraving. It reads Screamers 2048. You find an unlabeled trivet disc. You have no way of playing it back at this time. The surgical cart is strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. Oh, well, he's fucking dead. Sorry, Lorraine. I'm not sure how to put this. But tell me, did he get released? Looks like Josie's going to be playing that Super Brawl in the sky from now on. What do you mean? Josie's dead? Well, thanks for your help. The noise from a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention Zinthar, please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. I'm going to report to your face. How's that sound? Come on, let me get to the thingy. See, this is the guy we met on the street. I knew he was the killer. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. And 2 drones. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Good day to you. How can I help you? Ah, Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? It's a good racket you had going. You got sloppy with your kills. Now the Ripper's trails leads straight to your door. The only trail I see is the one that you have left in your own wake. In fact, I believe the Ripper may be standing right in front of me. Guards! Oh no, not rent-a-cops. Whatever will I do? There's that. It is. Autonomous mode. Kill this fool. Let's give haste. Nope, can't do that one. Can slow. Nope, can't hit that guy either. Okay, so what do? We just end a turn. I'll go pick up the key. Send in the drones. Does that give us some cover? Yes, it does. Fire this dude. Kill him. The nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention all personnel. We have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is a male human, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. Ooh, 20, nice. Let's see who else we can find. Oh, a poor patient. That's not good. Let's get every stacked up on this door. Doesn't look like there's anything this way. Is there anything else I can do here? I don't think so. Yes. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit, the pretense of mental care is shattered. This is modern era. Mercy Modern. Try that again, shall we? Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old. Prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. Correction. They'll kill you. They have very little reason to want to hurt me. Do you have a med kit? Yes, you do. Use it on yourself. You can just cast Metabolt. No, you can just shoot them, I guess. I really wish you wouldn't do that. Nah. We're just gonna do the shoots. Oh well, time to hit you with an axe. Where to next? Down, I guess. The intercom begins sparking as soon as you approach. Home must be watching somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This place for broken things. But only further breaking them can they be remade, and so we must break you. Go, drone boy. Yep, let's summon some fetishes. Yep. You're gonna have to come into here and beat up these guys anyway. send the drone for backup. Well, they're just running around like madmen. Where did they get guns? Who gave them guns? You know what our patient needs? Guns. We're gonna give them all guns. I think at this point, killing these poor patients is doing them a favor. Oxford Karma. Oh, that was me. Yeah, I just gave them the guns. Was that not supposed to be a thing? I appreciate it. They can keep that one occupied. I'll come down here and shoot these ones. Oops. It's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's regroup and start heading down this way. That is a mortar drone. I like the idea of that. Posture check. Yep. Still bent in half. That's fine. I'm good. And a stretch. This is regular Shadowrun Returns. I wanted to play it in like release order instead of chronological order, so it's just regular. Oh, and a water break. Thank you. Very nice. Shannon Half Sky. Grotto Zone, go shoot this guy in the face, please. Ow. That's a shame. Get him with the katana. Nice, 15 damage. Just hit him with the mortar, boys. How did that miss? It's a mortar. I think my rigger got stuck. Should have realized that. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Let's move the rest of them up. Geeked. Surgical cart contains a gate key. Nice. Unlabeled trivet disc in the second drawer. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple metahumans. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again. And I did, but only after I broke him. Alright, Dr. Crazy Pants, I get it. I'm Crazy Pants. Didn't ask for your life story. Ooh, that's a painful one. Hit him with axe. You need first aid treatment. And then you can just shoot him. Poor mentally ill people. They didn't deserve this. You have an advanced med kit or a regular one? Well, I have an advanced med kit. Nobody's that wounded. We're good. Let's go. Axe Runner has Grig-like energy. Indeed. What we got? Got a doctor and hospital security. Nothing too fancy at all. Well, Doctor, it's your unlucky day. Ruth, fire up this drone. Undead doctor. She can run in and stop beating people up. Let's see. What are you doing? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, trying to pick who to shoot? Ask him a question. The Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Insert and playback video 1. Got some cutout chips in this week. Tried them out on patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once a chip was installed, all of their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin has gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. In today's interview, Mrs. Yuskin told me she hated her legs, said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block up the surgery and painful recovery process. I've put in order to organ grinders to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurio's label with Personifix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. Just anything vaguely leg-like. I like how it was so non-specific as to be like, oh, I don't really know the body parts, just give me some legs. Something leggy. That's how you end up with a few feet. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Banraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Personifix chips, I can sell full-service Banraku. Even program the behavior trees. Found a fire for the first Banraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 nuyen for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they could do is line my pockets. Is that the last one? Yes. Okay, so it's just those ones. Okay. Let's go. Confirm. 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 And confirm. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes there to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. You will not survive this time. Another intercom crackles to your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You're a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. Why don't we settle this face to face, friend? Few friends for a face such as mine. Though I have one associate I would be happy to introduce you to. Pietzel, subdue them. Yeah. What do we got? We've got a surgeon and a hired mage. Geek the mage. What the hell? Ruth, punch this thing in the face with an axe. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and kill him. Ow. You are not getting away from me so easily, Mr. Mage. What have we got to work with here? Whoops, that was a mistake. Ah, it's a good doctor. So good of you to join us. Let me just finish off your companions here. Finally, he's dead. Doctor, you're not allowed to get away from me yet. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's better. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few moments more. This place of broken things, I remake them. Yeah, why did she die, though? Like, she was fine, and then she died. She even healed. Suddenly she was just dead. Just, yeah, that's fair, Angry Pumpkin. Emotional damage. She just died from sad. She suffered from the Padme Amidala. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Then with a final whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Who is playing both of us? Holmes's workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated with as many colors of death and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side, there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a poxsec, its small screen still glowing beneath the bench as if it is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Leafing through the pages, you find intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupants marked as Melinda Watts. Holmes is still logged in, granting access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a doctor program. It lists the organs besides the names and vital statistics of the recipient. Your eye catches Sam Watts' name besides the entry for liver. Also, the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared the same fate. There is also a large sum of Nuyen, which can be easily transferred to your account. Yoink. Yeah, it's true. It is far less bullshit than the one given in the movie. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to impressive level of detail. It appears to be a blueprint for making Holmes's very own monster. Oh, neato. I'm guessing if I was a shaman or had a shaman, I'd be able to look at that, but I can't. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. Nope, nothing left. Ah, the Bunrakus. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? No, thank you. I'm not in the... just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate. By her name. She assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Confirm. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes. The Emerald City Ripper, the man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked. Okay, is that a fuck up or am I reading that wrong? Between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Hello, Ken. Okay, good, because I got the brain problems and sometimes reading these things is hard. Johnny. Every time I look at him, I think Fancy Scruffy the janitor. We were just talking about you, Zinthar. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Scruffy's younger and more successful cousin. The Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. It's not that ironic, Cherry. Johnny Clean told us where you were going. Oh my. We've been waiting for you to return. You seem pretty interested. Of course we're interested. We each have our own reason for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. Fancy bastard indeed. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, oh my, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? The person responsible? No, the killer, yes. I don't understand. You're saying the killer wasn't responsible for his own actions? It sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother, and it looked like he was putting her back together. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother. Looks like it. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I am told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. Right, a reinterment ceremony. Interesting. I agree. The ceremony feels like the culmination of Sam's mother getting all her body parts back. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Oh, yeah, only that she did it. Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here, and the other day. She was a corpse as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that being behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear what you must do. Go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts. That's where I was headed, Mrs. Kubota. Of course you were. Thank you for allowing us to catch up. Wait, before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, Intha. Where is the Emerald City now? Emerald City Ripper now? I think you know where he is. Aye, that is good. Do I have anything to sell to Van Grass? How much does Super Brawl Championship ring go for on the streets? He angles his cyber optic towards the ring and ponders a moment. The inset gems alone would be worth 800 nuyen or so, but the collector would probably pay more for that than his ring. You want me to get rid of that? 1200 nuyen. I'll take the money. It's done. I'll transfer the money. Yep. Posture check. Yep. Slightly bent over. Let me fix my back. And a stretch to help with that. I killed him and gained his power. I am now the Ripper. Mr. Clue. Word around that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? It won't be a problem anymore. I hope that means what I think it means. And that your shoulders are no more relaxed and you still survey the room like a man who has yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? There. The Ripper may have been killing on someone else's orders. I was hoping this would soon all be behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and he only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for megacorps to make the land grabs and push poor Sinless further into the fringes, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. It would take an army, Mr. Clue. Maybe a couple. Take care, Zintha. I need new threads. I'm going to a funeral. I can't be looking like a hobo. I'll take a look at your pretty clothes. Don't just have like a real nice suit. Alright, what's the best thing you got? Fair enough, Kai. You cast Shust gear would probably be best. Or an Ellie mage. Nope, let's do it. You cast shop gear. Yeah, now we ballin'. Anyone who thinks Donnie Darko is any kind of appropriate attire needs to have their heads examined. Alright, let's get out of here. The sun is nearly set when you reach Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament. Its cemetery, dilapidated and overgrown, sits atop a small hill on the outskirts of the city, a somber enclave of the dead overlooking the sprawl of the living. The Seattle rain continues unabated, and lightning appears over the mountains, exposing the landscape in staccato pulses of stark flashes. You walk the gravel path to the gates of the cemetery. Up ahead you see Coyote and Jake standing by the gravesite, alongside Jessica Watts and another mourner, a beautiful elven woman in a six-figure outfit. Whatever Dr. Holmes was up to at Mercy Mental Hospital, the answers lie here, with the reinterred body of Melinda Watts and the recently deceased body of Sam Watts, and with those attending them at this ceremony. I have a feeling we're going to get into a fight. Yes. Yes, the very height of business fashion. The mourners stand graveside, listening to the Catholic priest's words of prayer and solace. Jessica's face is filled with release, as the last of her family is laid to rest. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Lord, receive the souls of Sam and Melinda Watts, mother and son, to live forever by your side. Amen. Father O'Malley. Thank you, Father. I know that my mother rests easier now that she's finally in the parish cemetery. I'm sorry for the recent loss of your brother, but I'm glad that reinterring your mother's body here has brought you comfort. She loved this parish so. She opens her hands to the elf standing across from her. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Your support has meant the world to me. Now I can live again with my new family. Oh, yes, of course, business casual. It's the sort of thing you go drinking afterwards, you know. Regular business fashion is like Lord Humongous from Mad Max 2. Yes, indeed. The woman is a classic elven beauty, confident, poised, expensively dressed. Of course. I'm glad this ancient ritual brings you some measure of solace. I hope you'll be able to put all of this behind you now. Jessica speaks to the rest of you. Thank you all for coming. I didn't realize Sam had so many friends. I appreciate your support and your friendship with Sam. I saw him out the night he died, only fitting I see him out today. Sam may have had his problems, but he was our friend and part of the Union family. He will be missed. Miss Watts, family members and friends, thank you for attending the service. I suggest we don't linger long. The cemetery isn't safe after dark. Thank you, Father. We'll just be a moment. Actually, if you could stay, I have a few things I'd like to discuss. She eyes you suspiciously and glances over at elven companion. I suppose, but let's not keep Father O'Malley. I understand. Good night and God bless. The priest clasps his Bible to his chest and then moves at a brisk pace towards the nearest church. Father O'Malley leaves, granting you an opportunity to speak with Jessica. But it's hardly a private conversation, as the elf Lynn has chosen to stay and support her friend. As it also happens, Jake and Coyote have also lingered, letting you support too. But priest. Hey, priests don't live that long for putting their nose where it's not wanted. Unless they're the Padre from Night City. Alright, what would you like to talk about, Zinthar? Let's start with your mother. Did you know she was an organ donor? Jessica's demeanor turns oddly cool and stony in response to such a simple question. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Then can you explain how her body parts made their way into half a dozen recipients? You don't know what you're talking about. I know Sam helped your mother save lives through that donation. Her jaw clenches. She wasn't a donor, she was a victim of my brother's greed. He took from her, desecrating her body, all to benefit himself. She never would have agreed to such a thing. Not even to save the lives of others? Lives like Sam's? Cracks are starting to appear on Jessica's carefully crafted mask. Sam destroyed his own liver, pursuing oblivion. That was his choice. Your mother's gift meant a second chance for Sam. It was not a gift, it was stolen. I wasn't about to let him destroy what little remained of her with his vulgar appetites. And so you hired Holmes to get it back. Jessica's eye burns with the righteous anger. Garner only attempts to hide her guilt. Dr. Holmes made my mother whole again. He made it possible for me to place her to rest and say goodbye. Killed Sam. Half a dozen other people whose lives had been saved by your mother. Perhaps those people were scavengers, ghouls. They deserved to die to just desecrating my mother's body. And poor Sam, it was his drinking and debauchery that drove my mother to the grave, as sure as if he had murdered her himself. My mother deserved honor and dignity. I gave her that today. She's finally whole again, with a proper Catholic burial. Those ghouls who stole her organs, including Sam, have paid the price for their sins. The beautiful elf breaks in, the essence of calm. Jessica, that's enough. We have business to attend to. My old family is dead and buried where they should be. They can't taint my new family now. They can't corrupt my children. I won't go through that again. Jessica, we need to go. Now! She presses a button on her calmly. She seethes at you. What happens now is on your head. If you had just walked away when I told you, McCluskey wouldn't have eventually found Holmes, collected his lieutenant's badge, and closed the case. But you had to keep digging. And now your friends have to die. Let their blood be on your hands. That's not fair. They're getting away. Oh, fine. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, gotcha. Go ahead, Sasquatch. Tell me what. I see. We need to find out where Sam's sisters might have gone. Maybe one of these guys can tell us with a little encouragement. Okay, I see why. Yep, that makes sense. Let's see, what do we got here? Ball lightning. Ah, dang it. Well, let's put some points into shotguns then. And some more into SMG because I need that. You'll all have to excuse me, but I'm just going to click through this part. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense, to be honest. Yeah, true enough. It'd be so hard to code some of the things that players come up with. Alright, this time I'm gonna go hide behind a pillar. And so are you two. We'll end your turn. I accidentally ended the turn with him out in the middle of nowhere. I may die again. Well, let's start with Jake then. And I didn't get to move Jake this time. That's not going to end well for me. We can just keep throwing this out. Then run back here and get behind cover. And let's see here. Nope, that's fine. Just fire into your friends. That's perfect. Do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to huck grenades at them. Line of sight's blocked. Boop. You hear scratching coming from the crypt. Ah, why do I get the feeling I'm gonna die again? Oh dear. Well, I think that I've done enough that I can for the moment. We'll have to come back and revisit this at another point. I might go and do some offline playing and fix it up there. Not the best place to leave it for the night, but unfortunately I think that's all I can do today. It's not the great victory I was hoping it was going to be, that's for sure. Well, on that note, everyone, thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Enjoy your nights, mornings, rest of your days, whatever happens to be. I look forward to seeing you all again on Wednesday for some more Sunless Seas. Yeah, it does happen. It is Shadowrun. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately. But no, I like this game a lot. It's just sometimes it can give you a little bit tricky. I'm sure I can maybe just revamp my character a little bit, and we'll get it next time. All right, and good night, everybody.